Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the not a Booktube Newbie Tag because my Booktube Anniversary is coming up in February and I thought it would be a lot of fun to kind of reflect back on my Booktube journey over the last couple of years. But before we go ahead and get on into the questions, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new content. I post new videos every Sunday and every Wednesday and sometimes Friday. Also, don't forget to check down in the description box for links to my social media, including my Discord and Patreon. So this tag consists of only 8 questions. It's super short. The first question is, how old is your channel? So I started my channel in February of 2018, so it's 3 years old, but I don't think of it as 3 years old because I took a large chunk of 2019 off. I think I took about 9 months off from filming in 2019, or at least like the end of 2018 through 2019. So it was almost a year that I took off. So when I think of my Booktube career, I'm like, it's been around for 2 years because that's how long I've been active on it. But my channel, like my Booktube Newbie Tag original one, was from like February 2018 and it's awful. Question 2 asks, what are my favorite videos to make? And personally, they are book reviews. I used to not like doing book reviews because I actually do have to sit down and think about them and write out my notes and actually go back and analyze what I've read. But as I'm going forward more and more in my Booktube career, I'm actually learning to really like book reviews because of the reflection that I have to do on what I've read, because I have to analyze the things that I liked and didn't like and some of the flaws, and kind of, even if I didn't like something, see how it helped the story or was relevant to the story. So it's just personally for me a really good opportunity to think critically, and I really enjoy that. A lot of people start Booktube channels or on Booktube because they want to hear reviews and people's in-depth thoughts. So I like providing that to the audience. Question 3 is, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone who wants to start a Booktube channel? And I would just say, have fun with it. Do not overthink it. Don't overthink how well you speak. Don't overthink how many books you have, what type of books you're reading. Don't think that you have to read what everybody else is reading. You do you, and just have fun with it. Because if you are not you on camera and you're not proud of the content that you're creating, then what's the point of creating it? So I would say just have fun and be yourself, and don't worry about what other people think about you, and just be confident in yourself and do this as a hobby that makes you happy. Question 4 asks, since joining Booktube, has there been any unforeseen challenges that you've run into? And always, with anything, there are unforeseen challenges. So I've had technical difficulties. I was having a huge issue with my hard drive on my computer. I had to upgrade that. I was having tons of technical difficulties. I film using my iPhone 11, so I was having compatibility issues with my laptop and a whole bunch of technical issues. Additionally, it took me a long time to figure out a filming routine that wasn't taking up so much of my time off, because this is a very time-consuming hobby and I absolutely love it and I don't want to give it up for the world, but I had to find a way to film on certain days at certain times and get the editing done and really make a point to make that a priority so that I wasn't spending too much time on it and it didn't feel like a burden. So I would say technical issues, and finally figuring out my own personal schedule for doing this hobby and being happy with that are 2 of the challenges that I experienced personally. Question 5 is, what is your favorite book or book series that you have read because of Booktube? And this was so hard to answer because I've read so many good books and I don't necessarily remember if I heard about them on Booktube. I'm sure that I did. I just can't pinpoint like the exact person or moment that I got recommended this book. And the only one that really comes to mind is Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmer. I started watching Murphy Napier like when I first joined Booktube, and she only had like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, and now she's got like 200,000. It's insane. And I remember her talking about this book and loving this book and watching her vlog as she reread this book, and I was like, wow, her enthusiasm about this book is infectious. The fact that she reread it and loved it just as much made me want to pick it up, and I also loved it. It's one of my favorite books, I would say, in the YA genre. It's a YA contemporary, which isn't even a genre that I normally read. So the fact that it's one of my favorite books in a genre that I don't even read really, really spoke to me about the power of Booktube and people recommending books in general, but especially outside of my comfort zone. Question 6 is my favorite aspect of Booktube. Gosh, there's so many. I would have to say how this community extends beyond just YouTube. You know, there are online book groups, there are Discord servers, there are collaborations. You know, I just feel like this community extending into other mediums as another way to connect is just so, so awesome. So I've really, really enjoyed that. And kind of going off of the last question, just being a recommended books that I might not have ever heard about, being able to hear someone's opinion and being personally affected by their experience reading it is just so powerful. So those are just a couple of the aspects of BookTube that are really important to me. Question number 7 is give a newbie a shout out, and I'm going to shout out a brand new booktuber. His name is Steve and he just started his channel. He also has an online book club where they read fantasy books, as far as I know, every month, and he decided to start his booktube channel, and I'm going to go ahead and link his channel and his book club down below. But please go to his channel and subscribe to him and show him just how awesome this community can be. And question 8 is who do you tag for this tag? And when I was thinking about who I wanted to tag, I was like, who is someone that I've just been watching a lot of that is not a booktube newbie, but that definitely deserves a shout out? And I'm going to go with Connor Stampanato. I have been watching pretty much every video that he has been putting out recently, and I'm not sure how long he's been on BookTube. I know it's over a year, but he just deserves so many more subscribers than he currently has. He reads so many different types of books, and I just love the way that he talks about them. And not to mention his voice is just so incredibly soothing. Like whenever I listen to his video, like the notification comes up and I click on it, and like I'm at work on my computer doing lesson plans and he's like talking in the background. I'm like, that's so calming. So once again, go ahead and check out Connor's channel and subscribe to him if you're not already subscribed, and I will link that below as well. All right, you guys, so that is it for the Not a Booktube Newbie tag. Let me know in the comments if you're not a Booktube newbie and what some of the answers to these questions would be. Or if you are a Booktube newbie, come and say hi, and I will see you guys soon in another video. Goodbye.